Hello and welcome to this videocast for subscribers to davidicke.com. I'm going to talk this week about medicine and doctors, and it may seem strange to many people that the title is Death by Doctor because, of course, the image of doctors is that they're there to make people well and to keep them healthy. But when you look at the figures for deaths by pharmaceutical medicine, they are extraordinary. I'll get to them later. And it's clear that pharmaceutical medicine, healthcare, is one of the biggest killers of human beings worldwide, particularly in the so-called West. And one of the main reasons for that is pharmaceutical medicine is based upon a complete misunderstanding of what the body is and how it works, but also because it's based on profits. You know, do the profits of drug companies increase when more people are healthy or when more people are sick? And then you've also got this situation where they keep inventing diseases and then drug treatments to treat diseases that don't really exist. It's extraordinary. And here's an example from the Daily Express newspaper in Britain recently. Statins are no risk to health. Top heart doctors give the drug final seal of approval. And of course, statins, which are to keep cholesterol down, to supposedly protect people from heart disease, but I mean, cholesterol is actually fundamental in the body absorbing vitamin D. And thus, if you have cholesterol that's too low, then you're going to have other health problems because you're not getting enough vitamin D being absorbed by the body. But anyway, what this story says, statins are no longer a risk of health. Statins are safe and the jury is no longer out. I beg to differ, actually, on whether the benefits outweigh the risk, leading heart experts said yesterday. Now, if we go inside, they quote a guy called Professor Rory Collins, head of Nuffield Department of Population Health at Oxford University. And he said about statins, side effects could put off high-risk patients from taking their lifesaver medication, major life-saving medication, and the benefits outweigh the risks, he says. The evidence is substantial that the treatment is safe, but it remains a choice. Well, a choice with lots of propaganda pushing you in a certain way. Now, what's interesting is the same newspaper quoted this story at another time. And its headline is, Professor's Research Funded by Multi-Million Drug Manufacturer. And it says, the world-renowned professor, whose research unit led studies expected to lead to a new era of widespread heart drug treatment, has had multi-million pound funding from the manufacturers of statins to carry out his work. Who is this man, pray? Oh, it's only Professor Sir Rory Collins of Oxford University. This fella going on about the jury's no longer out and the risks don't outweigh the benefits. And this Express story goes on. Professor Sir Rory Collins of Oxford University also received tens of thousands in prize money from a leading statin maker, Pfizer, for his research, which highlighted the benefits of the drug. Opponents of statins say the risk, which includes severe muscle pains, cataracts, diabetes, and memory loss, outweigh the benefits for healthy, low-risk patients. Professor Collins, who was recently warned, or he recently warned, that GPs' suspicion of statins could end up costing lives, and he says his research is independent. The results are the results. They bear no relation to our funders. But what do they say about justice being seen to be done? Well, so should research be seen to be done, surely, without anyone with vested interests funding it. But that's what happens throughout the pharmaceutical big pharma cartel empire across the world. Here's another Express story. I'm not picking on the Express, it's just the stories were in that newspaper. Painkillers, key to a longer life. And it's a situation where they're saying that if you take painkillers long term, then it will suppress the aging process, etc. Therefore, take painkillers long term and make vast amounts of profits for the big pharma drug cartel. But here's another story. Commonly used painkiller should be banned over heart risk. A painkiller used by at least 1 million people in Britain every year should be banned because it raises the risk of heart attack and stroke by almost half. And here's another story about the this is United States, 4 legal methods of choosing death. One of them is voluntary dehydration. Another one is withdrawing treatments and life supports. Another one is terminal sedation. And the 4th one, increasing pain medication. So all the time we're being told one thing and then being told another to create a confusion in which the pharmaceutical industry can have its wicked way with human health. And at the same time, alternative forms of healing that are far more in tune with what the body is and how it works, they're increasingly being faced with terrific pressure and legislation to put them out of business. I've got a great friend, Mike Lambert, one of the most cutting-edge healers I've ever come across anywhere in the world. It runs the Shen Clinic on the Isle of Wight. And he is constantly being hassled and blocked by the system, the governmental system, which is simply an agency for the big pharma drug cartel.